we should be broadcasting. Hey, there it is.
Hey.
Ooh.
We're here.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dee.
Gateway is back.
Yay!
Oh.
We've done it. We've did it. And we've done it
done
again.
it. Yes, we've done it. We've made it happen. Serving it up Gary's way.
We've returned successfully for a second week in a row. Well, sort of in a row.
Sort of.
Woo.
Woo.
Asterisk. But we're here.
By in a row, you mean we skipped a week?
That's technically true.
Technically.
Due to the once again bi-weekly nature of Gateway. But that's all right, because now, tonight, we're here with Gateway. 100 years Gateway.
Hi, everybody.
Hope you're all having a fantastic evening, a fantastic Saturday. We are going to get to some Wasteland shenanigans here relatively soon. But before we do all that, we need to go around the horn and introduce ourselves, starting with Caitlin. Where can they find you? And what are you up to?
Oh, my name is Caitlin Elizabeth. You can find me all over the internet at Boobs McBalrog. I'm maybe rando streaming this week. As long as life doesn't keep surprising me with work. But if it does, that's fine, because that's good for my life. Yay!
Yay!
Hooray!
Yay! Haha, for now. While I can still do it, yeah. But yeah, I think that's it for me for now. Yeah.
Right on. Up next, we've got Lanny Pator. Where can they find you? What are you up to?
Me, you can find me all over the internet at Lanny Pator. Check out the Team 4-Star channel tomorrow, because the full compilation of the boo bits that we have done so far will be going up over there. That should be a fun time for everybody who's wanted to hear me and Moscow fuse. Yu Yu Hakusho abridged commentaries and Dragon Ball Z abridged commentaries. One of those is on my channel. The other one is on 4-Star Bento. I'll let you figure out what is what. And had a new live action video come out this week on Team 4-Star. Check that out. It was a fun little parody of an common action movie trope. And I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. Game's real fucking good. I'll be doing that on Monday as Ties That Bind off for 1 week. We'll be back the following Monday. That's it on my end. I think I checked all those boxes. That's me.
Heck yeah. Next, we've got Rabbit. Where can they find you? What are you up to?
Hello. Hi, what's going on? My name's Rabbit. I'm a writer and I'm also a comedian. You can go ahead and find me on twitch.tv/HeyMrRabbit. You can also go ahead and catch me, catch my VODs on YouTube, also at Hey Mr. Rabbit. I have been doing so much today. My computer restarted last night and I woke up and it bricked my PC. So I have been rebuilding my computer from scratch. Most recently, when I reinstalled Windows, it now thinks my computer is part of a work network and has limited my access to all my programs. So I am currently trying to harangue that and also be the best Alvin Bronson that I possibly can Alvin. But I do stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I stream RPGs, retro games, and I also go ahead and stream horror games on Thursdays with Sierra and Groove. And I like to play a bunch of games that people haven't seen. One of the biggest games right now, New World. It's actually good again. You would absolutely love it. So if you want to go ahead and see stuff like that, just come on down to twitch.tv/HeyMrRabbit, where I can talk about me doing auditions for voice acting and all kinds of other fun stuff. Hope to see you soon. Furious whapping of rig with a wrench.
Right on.
Right on, baby.
we've also got Sarah Ann Williams. Where can they find you? What are you up to?
I'm on Twitter and YouTube at Sarah with an H, Ann with an E, Willia. It's been an interesting month, and I'll be back to Earth, sort of back to norm stuff, so maybe next week, I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. I would like it to be October. There's just shilling. Nintendo Switch, Fae Farm just came out. It's like a little Harvest Moon style thing with fairies and stuff, and I voice the Wisp Mother, Neppy, and Cleo in that, so that's out now. Yay!
Woo!
Yeah,
Woohoo!
that's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that meant to be a throat clear, and I tried to make it sound cuter, and it's yeah. Didn't really come out the way I wanted.
You're fine. I suppose that's all that's left is me. They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/Distortion Devil. You can also find me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at Distortion Devil. I'm posting more there now because stuff. I'm currently playing through Yakuza Like a Dragon. Been enjoying playing through that, and the one, the only Edward Bosco is joining me through that playthrough. We just beat him up.
Take that, Bosco!
Yeah, that's what I said. And we're also playing through Deus Ex Human Revolution. We're getting close to the end of the game here. I don't think this stream, but next stream will probably be the last Human Revolution stream, and then we'll move on to Mankind Divided, a game I actually have not played yet, so that'll be all brand new. Yeah. Also check out my DM's Guild. I released the Geomancer's Spellbook over there. If you would like to get a hold of that, and also my other homebrew, you can search up Connor McKinley on DM's Guild. And if you do like my stuff, please leave a rating and a review. It really helps with my visibility on there. Also be on the lookout for the Fulgurmancer's Spellbook. That is coming probably sometime by the end of the month. But yeah, that's about it for me. This episode was brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice.
Die Hard Dice!
That's right, Die Hard Dice. It's your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you head on over to dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10% on your order. Also, check out our spring store. We've got shirts, we've got mugs, we've got tank tops, all sorts of different things with a brand new design out, the Walkout design that you can get as a sticker, as a mug, as a water bottle, as a tank top. That and more over at our spring store, and we'll have more designs for you in the near future. Gateway fans, if you want a design, well then, stay tuned, because I'm currently in talks about that.
Ooh. Talks and chats, chats and talks, talks and chats.
But with that, we also couldn't bring this sort of content to you week in, week out without some business subs from the wonderful people in chat, such as Gentleman Indigo. Thank you for the 42 months I have income again. Very nice. 2 months from Silence Isn't Golden. Yay, 2 months, 7 more till baby. That is true. Midnight Road White, thank you for the 41 months of Prime. The Talbs, thank you for the 42 months. Vince Smoke Sanji, thank you for the 200 bits. Still the best D&D role-play game on the Unexpectables YouTube channel every Saturday. Prince Division can fight us. It can't. It's dead.
Nice.
That'll teach him.
Versival, thank you for the 7 months of Prime. 7 months on only gift subs. The generosity. Indeed. IDC Witch, thank you for the 7 months. Whoop, whoop. And thank you for the 50 bits as well. I've been doing a lot, but the best thing is to listen to Gateway, A Tale of Friendship and Heartache. It's true. And Bombs.
Lots of bombs.
Lots of bombs.
We
Booty
actually-
call.
We actually haven't had that many bombs.
That many bombs so far.
True.
Booty call and the sugar lumps. Thank you for the 135 bits. Did the billion pounds of cheese under Missouri survive the bombs? We may find out. And finally, IDC Witch, thank you for the 100 bits. Shirt idea. Hello, it's nice to meet you. It's just like Johan's face with a little speech
no.
bubble.
Oh no.
Get him with that Andre Obey look.
Indeed. Well, with that, are you guys ready to get into tonight's episode of Gateway?
Yo, yeah, absolutely.
As I ever were.
Let me squeak my chair a little as I readjust. Okay.
Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was. Maybe I will tilt this back a bit again. Yes.
All right, let's see.
Scoop hat.
What microphone am I connected to? Ah, there we go. That's the right one. All right,
Oh, stupid cat.
let me get my voice on.
Hello?
Yeah, I was like, am I supposed to be hearing Connor?
This music does kind of sound like the Yoshi's Island bonus stage music.
Did we lose Connor?
Connor?
He said he's something about switching mics. Maybe he.
Well, thanks
he's on
for
the wrong
coming,
mic.
everyone. It's been a real pleasure.
Welcome to
Mhm.
my TED Talk.
We'll see you in November.
Connor's
We will be
to
seeing you
us.
soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
But
Okay.
Did everyone else hear you? I don't know.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm. This has
no
been
one.
Gateway, everyone. We'll see you after goblins attack us. And
Goblins.
When goblins attack.
then when goblins attack in November, I guess. So I know, we're already off to a very exciting start.
Riveted. I'm gripped.
How about this?
Even
Fuck
the
off,
audience.
voice mod.
Connor!
Connor, no!
You
I
can't
had-
just
I-
say that.
I had to ditch voice
I
mod a
said it.
while ago, too.
I said it live on twitch.tv/the Unexpectables.
Oh my
Offici-
god.
Officially no longer endorsing this fucking product.
The number one
Aw.
show on
No.
youtube.com/the Unexpectables no
That's
longer
the one.
endorses voice mod.
Oh my god. That's such a direct hit.
Mm-hmm.
Mad lad.
You
I
mad
love you.
mutton
Twist the knife.
chop.
Twist the knife. Twist the knife. Twist it. Twist it. Twist it. Twist it. Twist it.
I trusted you.
To do what?
I gave
Anyway,
you my
To
heart,
work? I don't know.
and you took my mind.
Let's try that again.
Again?
We'll do it. We'll do it
Woohoo!
analog. Fuck it.
We'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it
Alright.
live.
Old school.
When last we left most of the runaways, Apex the Wildman, Alvin the Mechanic, Louise the Scavenger, they found themselves trying to come to grips with Johan's sudden and explosive departure from the group when he grew in size to become the massive super mutant they had been hunting. With the newly liberated scribe Devon at their side, they proceeded to head where Bruce Dredd, Apex's brother, urged them to go. The hidden Brotherhood of Steel base at the Jefferson Barracks. They trekked through an old neighborhood to find shelter for the night, and Apex took out his frustrations on a nearby tree. Meanwhile, Cynthia was playing doctor at the St. Louis Science Center, where Dr. Howell and Kara talked about a potential future with Dave, in which they can both persist as immortal synths. Cynthia contacted the rest of her friends via radio, and the quartet agreed to meet at Jefferson Barracks. What awaits them and the remnants of the Brotherhood of Steel in the Midwest? Find out on tonight's episode of Gateway.
You did it perfectly.
My hands are all humid now.
Humid with talent.
That's a side effect?
Yes.
Mm.
When I finish, every time I do an audition, my hands get so clammy.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I get real sweaty. Anyway.
Pop the chat out, but I'll get that fixed in a jiffy here. So, Cynthia.
Oh God, you didn't hear any of the words I just said.
I
Hi
did not.
there.
I assume that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hello.
We'll go with that.
I was just talking directly to Connor and was like, "Oh, he doesn't care." Okay.
Oh, you muted
I'm
yourself.
narrating.
That's not that I don't care. It's that I couldn't hear.
No, it's fine.
Specifically.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand.
Choose one or the other.
I hope so.
Okay. Yes, Cynthia. Yes.
Yes. Oh, God. Hang on. So, Cynthia, you departed from the St. Louis Science Center along with Dave.
Yes.
And your goal now is to meet up with your comrades at the Jefferson Barracks.
Yes. They said Jackson, but meant Jefferson. So that's where they're heading.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily,
So-
you said the wrong name in front of somebody
I-
that shouldn't have heard it. So
Yeah, I think so. So that's great.
Mm-hmm. So, let me go ahead and just...
If I hear a dice roll right now, I'm gonna have feelings, buddy.
We'll
I
put you
will
right
cry.
there.
Okay, great. That's me.
That is you.
Wow.
So, you and you know what? I realized I don't actually have my dice. I forgot to move them down here. That's okay.
you're
Yay.
safe.
I'll use
I'm
these
safe.
That's okay. I'll
What does
roll
that
them in my
mean?
mind.
in my mind. So, yeah, these will work. They roll just as good
Okay, what did I say?
Anyway,
Ah!
so you leave the science center and you begin to make your way to where you remember the Jefferson Barracks being.
I would follow whatever seems to be like well traversed road to try and stay safer.
Mm-hmm. And well traversed being relative in the post-apocalypse.
Of course.
You do travel down some old streets that look like very old buildings. Dilapidated, mostly destroyed by the either onset of time or just the direct effects of the apocalypse taking place. You're not certain, but what you do know is that as you continue to go further south, you are met with you and Dave pass by a large black iron gate surrounded on either side by bits of a stone wall.
Okay.
And you see wrought from more black iron or letters on the side of the wall. They sort of look eroded from time, but you can make out what they spell. It says Missouri Botanical Garden.
Ooh. Is there anything of in heading that direction? We would probably make stop-offs a little bit here and there just to scavenge and see what's around, if anything's useful.
Road trip.
Huh?
Yeah, if you
Road
want,
trip.
Oh yeah.
if you want, then you can go ahead and make me a wits roll to see if you come up with anything of note.
I did want to do that, and I rolled a 9.
A 9. All right. You search some nearby abandoned structures to see if you can find anything of any note. You do manage to find 6 caps.
Okay.
And some iguana bits.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Lucky.
Hey, I can eat these.
Thank goodness, because I can't.
Yeah. Yet you continue to make your way down there. Sorry,
I'm happy to roll another wits roll whenever you're ready for me to scavenge things. Just so you know. Just so it's on the table, you know? You're not going to keep rolling those dice, are you? Right, buddy?
probably not right now.
Friendo.
Friend,
Because-
guy, Al.
Frenzel
Because
Washington.
as you make your way
Amigo,
down,
buddy, pal.
you make your way
Are we
down
uncovering
into
the map?
fog.
Yeah?
Well, you
Yeah?
Ooh, the fog. The fog of
Oh.
war.
I
I
accidentally made
disappear
fog.
into the mist. Do I find my way?
You found your way into more fog.
No,
More
no, no, no.
fog.
It's supposed
Can you
to- it's supposed
believe
to-
it?
I
There you
can't.
go.
Yay!
And there you go. You've made your way to the Missouri Botanical Garden. And as you do, you hear a voice. Hey, you two, you there!
Hi.
You turn around and you see sort of a scraggly young man, probably in his late 20s. He's got a hunting rifle in sort of a military grip at rest, pointed away from you and downwards. It looks like he knows how to use it, and he trots up to the both of you. Dave sort of instinctively falls behind you.
Yep.
What are you doing here?
Walking on by.
You're taking a pretty special interest in our wall and our gate.
Well, I haven't seen a botanical garden before. Well, not recently.
Yeah, well, I suppose most people haven't. Is there a reason you're here, or are you just traveling?
Just traveling. I'm assuming there's some sort of base in here that we're getting too close to, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you don't know that.
don't
Ah.
worry, we're not here to cause trouble. Of course, I'm tempted to ask questions, but I don't want to panic you any further. You all doing all right here?
Well, we do fine by our own, but
But
we're safe here, and it's not safe out there.
well, if I'm honest, it's really not safe anywhere, but I'm glad that you all have a place to call home. You all have traders come through? You have enough supplies and everything?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Guy with a bald head and a beard seems to come by every once in a while.
Oh, what is his name? Oh, it's escaping me right now. Bo, is it?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I never talked to him myself. He comes into town every once in a while and he trades with us.
Trades. Right. He's a nice fella.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Darwin.
Darwin? Well, if I see Bo, I'll tell him to come by and say hello to you. You're just trying to take care of yourselves, right? Not on some crazy mission to take over anything?
No. We don't want to take over anything. We're just trying to stay alive out here. Same as anyone, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Are there a lot of you in there, or? That's sort of a delicate question. Don't worry about it.
He kind of clams up.
She winces like, oh, that was stupid. That's a scary question to ask. Sorry, and delicate. I travel a lot and sometimes forget that's a indelicate thing to ask someone.
You're all right, I guess.
What does this fella seem like? Like, he knows what he's doing, but what's the state of his clothes? Does he look like there's any do they just look like a group of wandering people based on him? Are there any other guards within eye shot?
He seems to be the only guard that you can see at this particular entrance to this little walled-in community that he's got, and you don't really see a lot of people walking around inside there. Go ahead and make me a wits roll.
Okay. 9.
9. Yeah, you'll see the occasional person walking by. Darwin looks healthy. His clothes look as neat as they can be, I suppose. He seems trained with the weapon that he's wielding. He looks not nervous,
Okay.
more anxious.
You all been attacked recently or something?
No. We're fine. We're usually pretty fine.
Usually.
Well, sometimes raiders will try to break in, but we deal with them pretty swiftly.
Sounds like you all are pretty competent. That's good. Well, my name is Cynthia, Darwin. Behind me is Dave.
Hi. Just passing through. Don't want any trouble.
Oh, goodness,
Hey.
Dave.
Well, you never know.
Gonna have to remember to do Dave checks again.
You never know. I mean, I thought the guys of the family seemed kind of nice.
Well, you learned that lesson awful quick, huh? What is Darwin's reaction to hearing that, by the way?
He has a pretty neutral expression. He hears the mention of the family, and he sort of takes a tentative step backwards, but he doesn't like run away or anything.
Well, you know the, oh goodness, what are they called? Oh my god, it's been so long. The Mechanics, Riverside.
Oh, that is the St. Louis Machinist.
Yes. You know any of the St. Louis Machinists?
This is the second snake eyes I've rolled with these.
Wow.
Those die hard dice want you to die hard.
Well, these aren't
Yeah,
die
nice.
hard dice, so that's why they're rolling.
That's why they're bad.
We of the botanical garden live alone and die alone.
Oh boy.
No, I've
We
never
have a
heard.
strict vow of non-compliance.
Well, in wanting to keep yourself safe out here, it is very important to know good, solid people that can help you when you're in a pinch, you understand?
We do. We're fine with the people who know about us.
Alright.
We've just got important work here to do is all.
Important in work in the garden? Getting some greenery back in the life?
I shouldn't have said anything. And he begins to wander off, and then he turns back around. Don't tell anybody about us, please.
Don't worry, I'm not going to tell nobody that you're here. Stay out of trouble, though.
He just begins to walk away, and then he pauses and looks back at you. He turns around and he begins to walk back up to the gate, sort of in a embarrassed hurry.
What? Okay, can I just want to say insight. But what I mean is, that pause that he did it look panicked? Did it look like he was like, oh god, I said too much, we're in trouble now? Or what?
You mean the pause when he turned back around to come towards you, or the pause when he...
If he was pausing to potentially come back towards me, yes. Like, what was his intent with that?
Roll wits?
Okay. 6.
Hard to tell. What are you exactly?
Me?
You look like a human, but kind of off?
It's the eyes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, she's really studying his face for what his intent might be. Is it genuine curiosity? Is it...
I'll say with your 6, this would be similar. So unfortunately,
fudge.
I'm very sorry. Unfortunately,
It's okay.
He seems to be searching with his expression.
Okay. Well, Darwin, I'm a nurse.
No, I meant like you. Oh, never mind.
If we knew each other a little better, which maybe down the road we will, then I might be more inclined to tell you about myself. But you're on guard for a reason, which gives me reason to be on guard. Understand?
I'll talk to Babushka and see if maybe she would allow someone else to come in.
Babushka?
But no promises, though.
I won't be hurt either way. If it's not allowed, we'll carry on.
All right. Goodbye, I guess.
Till next time, Darwin. Stay safe. And she'll do that, like, walking away, waving behind her kind of thing.
And he sort of just watches you go until you're out of sight, and then he resumes his patrol. With that, meanwhile, with the rest of the runaways,
Don't die, anyone.
Yeah,
The apex
Just had to
suffers
say
a
it.
massive aneurysm.
No! Stop it.
no, I shouldn't have signed that death note.
uh-oh.
It was a funny prank, bro.
Until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't. Everything went according to cake. Until it didn't.
Oh, nuts.
So you, the runaways, the main majority.
No, he said it! He said
No!
it!
How dare you!
Oh no! Does it
No,
hurt? Did
that's
that just
fine.
like kind of hurt your soul?
You know-
a
you
tiny
know what?
bit? Just like
Yeah, that's what you get for choosing your career over us.
okay, getting it out of the way until like the end of the show.
No! You know what?
I keyed,
you know
I
what?
keyed, I keyed.
Whatever.
Remember when we had a friend named Caitlin? God.
Oh my god, chat, do you hear this? Do you hear? They're being so mean to me.
You're so. I haven't said shit. I've just been sitting
That was
here.
a turn. It was a
That's-
turn in like 3 seconds.
That's quiet compliance, Rabbit. Quiet
Silence.
compliance.
Silence is violence.
Yeah.
Silence, indeed.
All right, bye.
Uh,
It's fine. I'm gonna go sulk. Bye.
So, the majority of you are walking by this chain link fence, and on the other side of it, on the other side of the road that you're walking, you see just columns and hundreds of these little headstones. They're all perfectly uniform, sort of a grayish white color. That all of them kind of look a little bit messed up with just the ravages of time, but they're all in perfectly synced up little columns and lines, and inscribed on each of them are names and dates.
Does this look like a cemetery, essentially? Like
It is a cemetery.
Yeah.
It looks like, yes.
Holy moly.
I casually scan any for my uncle's name. Like, I'm not gonna stop to look, but like, you know, just to like actually seek it out. But if I see one that has my uncle's name, I just want to take note of it.
Make a wits roll.
Sweetney. Hold up, pulling out my dice. Shabushka, that's a 10.
Your senses are honed enough that you can pretty well see most of them that are in the first couple of rows. And as you're just slowly walking along this fence, you take in the names, dates, all sorts of them. Most of these appear to be pre-war.
Ah, okay. So this is just a legitimate soldier's graveyard.
Yes.
Then I keep
kind
walking.
of kind of glance over at the scribe. I'm trying to remember. Did the scribe have a name?
Yes. His name is Devin.
Devin. Glance over at Devin. Any of these recent?
No. These are, this is the Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery. This is where soldiers from before the war were buried.
Oh. I mean, guess that's a little bit of relief. Still a lot of dead people, though.
Well,
I've
we don't have this many dead from the Brotherhood, but It ain't looking good for us. We don't bury them out here out of respect for the people from before the war who died.
Ah,
We figured we
scratches the
shouldn't.
back of head.
We figured we should plot out our own space for something like that. We don't want to.
Well, it'd get pretty crowded then, wouldn't it?
I suppose.
I've never seen black.
Louise suddenly has this face, look on her face like, wait, maybe that wasn't a good thing to say. Oh, fuck it, I don't know. She's like, a lot of your guys die, right? That's gonna be a crowded cemetery, huh? Huh? Huh?
Rough times, right, Lamau?
Alvin's just raising a slow hand up to Louise's mouth like, please stop talking.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
You pass by what look to be a bit more modern buildings, probably before the war. As you slowly move in, the National Cemetery sort of fades behind you, and you go into what looks to be a bit more like a township. You walk in, and as the large fields open up, you see old red brick buildings. And past another sort of chain link fenced in area, you start to see a few people that are patrolling the grounds.
Is this the first bit of fortification that we've seen?
Yes, this is the first bit of real fortification that you've seen.
No signs of any Brotherhood equipment like those heavy ass cars. Certainly no. I'm like no. What were the helicopters called in Fallout?
Vertibirds?
Yeah, no vertibirds. Nothing.
None that you can see. At least coming in from this particular angle, you majority of what you see is open fields. An open field with a few red brick buildings, large red brick buildings, on either side of what was probably once a huge training area. And as you see some human figures sort of patrolling the grounds, you realize that they are rapidly approaching you.
Makes sense.
I keep my eyes on the scribe, see how he's reacting.
He looks over his shoulder at you, and he gives you like a reassuring gesture of his hand that says, I can take care of this.
Alvin will keep his back straight, but stare at the dudes rapidly approaching him.
You see two people. You see two people holding Apex. I think what you would recognize as laser rifles. They're not bedecked in any sort of power armor, to say. But they do appear to be wearing some sort of militaristic outfit as they begin to approach the rest of you. What are you doing here? State your business. And one of them says, he's sort of got kempt brown hair.
I remain silent, still holding the super mutant head at my side.
Oh, right.
I've been carrying that thing this whole time. It's probably starting to smell a little, if it didn't already.
Devin, noticing your silence, speaks up.
Take it easy. I'm one of you. Oh, yeah? What's your name and rank? Scribe Devon. I went out a little while back with Paladin Ross on a typical scouting run. I'm the only one who made it back. And they sort of linger on that for a moment. Weapons still not trained on the rest of you, but they're at the ready to snap towards you. They do, however, their postures sort of slacken a little bit, and they both stand up a little bit straighter. Oh my god. Devin, that is you. Who are these people?
We're his liberators.
He was
Glance at
captured
Apex.
By, he was captured by a super mutant, sir.
Glance at Alvin. Just nod.
It's true. Super mutants in the magic house. A lot of them. Paladin Ross put up a fight, but there were just too damn many of them. They took us by surprise. Everyone but me. Dead.
The other guard that was with them, sort of a blonde female with a hair tied back in a tight ponytail, sort of staggers, and you see her knees go weak.
Not Ross. Not Ross, too. God damn it. How many more people are we gonna lose?
That depends on your commander.
They both look to each other, the two guards, and the male with the kempt brown hair sort of gives the female a nod. He begins to jog off towards one of the large red brick buildings. Now that you're closer, it appears to be a series of red brick buildings that are sort of connected to each other.
Like, via, like, kind of like duplex, triplex, complex style?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, that's sort of like that. Sort of like a duplex. All uniform except for the different sizes of the buildings.
Right.
All appear to be of the similar make and the same red brick. The blonde woman sort of leans up against the chain link fence, holding her laser rifle at her side.
Louise sort of awkwardly looks around and sort of, what do I always describe things as sort of? She tentatively is just like, sorry for your loss, ma'am.
I was about to say it's fine. It's not. It's not fine. But
Nah,
I appreciate your
I mean-
condolences.
I mean, there's acting tough for appearance's sake, but I mean, let's face it, there's not a lot of death that does anybody any good.
Apex looks down at that and ponders.
He's getting philosophical on me.
Alvin's eyes go steel at that, and he just looks down.
He went inside, talked to some of the higher-ranking knights. See if we can let you in.
All right.
We appreciate you not shooting us on sight or anything.
We can't afford to be getting into fights with random passersby.
That's understandable.
Louise has a look like she wants to ask a certain question and decides better of it. Like, no, makes sense.
As you sort of linger in silence for a moment, eventually the other guard will return, jogging alongside what you would all recognize is a person in power armor, behelmeted, and armor looks relatively well used and scraped up at this point. You notice a couple of burn marks that mar the otherwise pristine power armor. And the person walks up and scans over the rest of you briefly, then looks down at Devin.
Soldier. Paladin Kimber. Go on inside. Welcome home, soldier. Thank you. And treat these people well. They helped me out of that bind. I will, son. Go on inside.
And Devin salutes, and your temporary fifth has, or fourth, I suppose, at this point, has parted ways from you.
We've
Kimber,
had fourth, but they're gone for ages.
How old does he have his helmet off, or is he like fully decked on?
He has his helmet on, so his voice is sort of coming in through like a crackly speaker.
Okay,
I could do this.
it's all good.
Don't strain yourself, Connor.
I was just curious if I recognized the name Kimber from before my parents left the Brotherhood's employ.
Is recalling information a wits roll?
Smarts, I think. Just
Okay.
information. I mean, it's
Go
your
for
call,
smarts.
ultimately.
Yeah, roll a smarts roll.
All right, let me... It's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm pretty sure I'm a +1 in smarts. Yeah.
Come here.
I'm only a little smart. Only slightly smarter than the average bear.
That's a 6.
Nah.
No.
As you try to rack your brain, the name Kimber doesn't seem to be coming to the forefront of your memory at all.
Does his power armor look vaguely like the same model, though more intact than the to the model that I'm building back in Riverside?
As a matter of fact, it does. It looks similar to the more intact pieces of the power armor that you have in your garage in Riverside. Some of the old pre-war style.
ST-51.
The behelmeted figure sort of shifts his head towards you, Alvin, as you're the first one to really speak.
Yeah, that's right. How do you know that?
Very quickly gives Alvin a very pointed look, but does not say anything.
I had a friend of mine back in Riverside. We were at Earth City, and I dredged up and there's this big Mirelurk king. We found the remains of T-51 in there. We drug it back to the workshop, and I'm trying to go ahead and refurbish it. I got all the knowledge and parts that I need. I just need the time to go ahead and see if I can't get her running again.
Are you
Do we have all the parts that we need?
From what Connor told me, yes.
You've got steel and you've got like circuit boards that you need in order to make it work. It's just a matter of actually putting everything together that is sort of the daunting part.
The know-how
Right.
of it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right, and that's why I've been looking at books and Vault Town and everything else, trying to get everything I need.
Yeah, at this point, Alvin could probably make a close-ish approximation of power armor.
But if we had access to these people's resources,
You could probably make some even better stuff.
Depends how much we want to tell them.
Well, that's a unique skill to have outside of the Brotherhood of Steel.
It's a unique skill set that I've found myself learning day after day, sir. I'm Alvin Bronson. I'm from Riverside. I work with the St. Louis Machinist.
Paladin Sherman Kimber.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir.
I'm one of the senior members around here.
Said
Yes.
Paladin Sherman Kimber?
Sherman Kimber.
Sherman?
Yeah?
Kimber.
Is that why you look so, imposing?
I
It
guess
does cut a
power
pretty
armor
nice
wouldn't.
look.
I guess power armor does make anybody look imposing. And he reaches up to his helmet, and you hear a as the some hydraulics release inside of the helmet, and it comes loose. And he pulls it up, and you see a very old gentleman. His hair is thin, but still mostly intact up there on his head. It's sort of messy from being inside of the
helmet.
inside of the helmet. But it is on the whiter side of gray. He's got scars all over his face, including one really deep one that goes down the right side of his cheek. His eyes are a very steely blue, and he's got a large curled mustache on his face that is accompanied by some pretty hefty 5 o'clock shadow across the rest of his jawline.
Welcome to the Brotherhood of Steel, as it is.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah,
very-
thanks.
Thank you all very much for taking the time to speak to us.
Are you the ranking officer of the base?
If you're asking if I'm in charge around here, the answer is no. You'd want to speak to Elder Savage about that.
Is he taking visitors?
He sort of reaches up with one of the large arms of the power armor, and he sort of scratches the back of his head, which shows off some remarkable either dexterity or experience with the power armor, because
Yeah,
doing
he might
something
crush
so
his own
delicate,
skull.
yeah.
It's like
Alvin
the
is-
equivalent of a gorilla hand trying to scratch the back of your head.
Alvin's trying to be polite, but he's watching this going like, so it can do that? It can move like that?
Seeing as we haven't had a visitor ever since the... And his eyes go far off for a moment. Ever since we were pushed over here. Hell. You're new. You're clearly skilled. And he gestures to your belt apex.
My trophy.
Yeah. And you saved one of our own.
This is the head of the perpetrator. I thought Your people might want it.
As far as I see it, it's yours, and, well, we don't really have much use for that. So you can go ahead and keep it, as far as I'm concerned. But if your story checks out, then, well, hell, I'd consider you an ally, but you might have a harder time winning over the Elder's trust. He's taken our situations in the past pretty hard.
I think he'll want to hear what we've seen.
There's been a major upset in the magic house, sir.
He raises an eyebrow at that. Really? Tell me more about it.
I believe I would rather tell this story once, and to the one that needs to hear it. But let's just say that this...
I point to the large head at my side.
may not be your biggest problem.
He had one eyebrow cocked, and then the other raises alongside of it.
Bigger problem than a super mutant master?
Oh,
Yes.
God, you don't even know.
Sir, in all my years and seeing in this wasteland, I've never seen anything like what we saw there.
And your elder may be able to help us put pieces together.
He narrows his eyes to a lot of you, and he glances over you, his head slowly turning to get all of you in his gaze.
What the hell? If I get chewed out, I get chewed out. All right. Come along with me, and I don't think I have to tell you to stay on your best behavior in there. Brotherhood of Steel these days ain't much, but...
I stare, but I nod.
All right.
Between the power armor and the glances at the laser rifles. Yeah, I know.
As he walks, Apex picks his nose with his pinky.
Ew. Please don't tell me it's the hand that's been holding the super mutant head.
Both hands have held it, so.
Apex, come on.
He motions to the other, the two guards that went up to him to retrieve him initially.
Sophie, Bear, you can resume your patrols now, and thank you for coming to me so quickly about this.
And they both salute him, and they will begin to resume their patrol of the perimeter. And as Paladin Kimber brings you into the Jefferson Barracks proper, Cynthia.
Yes'm.
As the main group of the runaways continues to head down to the Jefferson Barracks, you... Pardon me, I need to figure out where you are on my map.
By the botanical garden.
I know, but on my map.
Beyond the botanical garden.
I really thought you were going to say beyond the potatoes.
Beyond what?
I don't know. I don't know. They're on my mind. I think I just want French fries.
Oh no,
I
Connor.
don't blame you.
Oh
Love
no,
me some
Connor.
spuds.
Yeah.
Oh no, Connor. It's the Gulp Deep Missouri Botanical Garden.
Oh man. We are nowhere near deep Missouri, thank you.
Do,
I shudder to
That's the
think we're
DLC.
the DLC. Oh Christ!
do I
Deep
get to,
Missouri.
to be a runaway again?
You're still a runaway.
You're always a runaway.
You're always
A-
running.
Apex doesn't know what to draw for you in the comic right now.
Oh, okay.
You travel down some particularly old, like even for you, before the war, these neighborhoods were even before your time.
Oh wow. Okay.
Just these broken down roads and old stony houses that I just love to talk about.
Hmm.
You cross into an area that looks a bit different than your usual fare. Houses sort of begin to take on a bit more of a European build in the persuasion.
Okay.
As you pass by what looks to be an old town, you pass by a street sign that says Mount Pleasant.
No way.
And Dave looks all around. This is the first time in a long time we've sort of been on our own together.
Eyes
place-
immediately go red and then turn pinkish.
Magenta.
Yeah.
What are you suggesting, Dave?
Oh my. Holds hand. Scandal.
Shut up, guys. Shut up.
Please,
Initiate
Dave, don't make
Hulu
me
protocol.
No, I read the signs.
Initiate blush EXX.
No, the Institute had signs for that.
Oh my god.
What you shouldn't do to androids.
Yeah, well.
Too many manglings.
You lose some things chasing a dream.
Yeah, it's just,
Oh my god.
just somebody in Boston with a robot arm. You lose a lot.
Just thumbs up
Wow.
though. Worth it.
Give a synth a break. Let me walk.
This place has a lot of
Shocker, I
history
hardly
to it.
knew her.
Kara nods curtly.
Back in the Institute, we were sort of cloistered away from all of this, but it's kind of cool to just be able to see it all. I mean, I'm certain it was even cooler back before the war, but still though.
Maybe we should travel later.
You mean after the plan?
In general.
I wouldn't mind that. I mean, we'd have plenty of time.
You say it as if your mind is already made up.
I'm still thinking about it. It's a little weird to think about giving up my humanity, but I guess in a way I wouldn't be.
Kara does stop a little at that comment.
Well, I mean, I'd be the same person. I just wouldn't necessarily be human anymore. From a strictly scientific standpoint, of course, and he adjusts his glasses.
Processing.
Not wrong. That is a big choice for you to make.
Yeah.
I do not want you to make it lightly.
Yeah. I know.
Whatever you decide, I still want to see more sights like this with you. Sights that neither of us have seen before.
Yeah. It sounds nice. You don't have
Should
to worry
I?
about it.
Hmm. Is the way that I speak jarring?
In what context? Your speech pattern?
Yes.
It's not too jarring. Not to me, anyway. I mean, I'm used to it, but...
Kara searches his face for a while.
I can work on it.
Yeah. And I can help.
Vocal placement. I will have to decide. Later.
Yeah. Speaking of the plan, do you trust Dr. Howell?
No. There were bodies.
Bodies?
Left behind. A lot of skeletons. They were not as old as the other ones in the building.
You mean fresher bodies?
Yes. He would not understand how to do the work that he is talking about without prior experience.
That makes sense.
I do not know who he studied on, though.
He is an ex-institute biologist. I'm certain his moral compass is a bit skewed. Yeah. Thinking the same thing.
But I do know that his work is very important to him. This plan, it would further his research. I trust that.
Yeah, but what was his research? Whoever Dr. Howell was, he was there before my time. So I don't exactly know what his exact field of research was supposed to be.
I can answer that for you. Genealogy, gene therapy, His focus was making flora and fauna more resistant to radiation.
That does make sense. We did have an FEV division that sort of experimented on the FEV virus and its effect on different people, and that's where most of the super mutants in the Commonwealth came from. Mostly, anyway.
It does make me concerned that he wants to extend his reach to humans. Although I suppose it was already there.
I guess. Even with all the shady stuff he's got going on, we're still willing to trust our future to him?
I do not know.
Guess we've both got a lot to think about.
Dave,
Yeah?
I just want you to be safe. To live a happy life for as long as you want to live one. I would like to be there. But if at any point you do not want to do this, that would not make you happy. And I would not want it.
It's still, it is a difficult choice to make, and one that I don't think I could go back from. But so far, it's seeming like the benefits outweigh the detriments.
Kara turns and puts a hand on his arm.
The good thing is that we have the rest of our lives to figure it out.
Yeah, I guess we do.
There is no rush, Dave. Truly.
He nods and he reaches over and grabs your arm as well. Well, in order to ensure that our lives are as long as possible, we probably ought to pick up the pace and rejoin our friends.
That is true. It would be unfortunate if we died before we got the chance to make a choice.
That would be a real bummer and completely unexpected.
Ha ha ha! My laugh is not good.
We can
Work on it.
Kara's head drops a little like, man.
Dave, you're supposed to say, I love your laugh. It's beautiful.
No, Kara knows it's bad.
Your voice
But as
is
a-
like the tinkling bells of an angel's kiss.
No, it's not.
As a
love that
scientist,
conversation.
Dave
Yeah, but
only
he's-
thinks how he can improve this.
Yeah, but he's supposed to say it.
Well,
I love that
he's-
conversation.
he's-
Dave, I can
he's-
change.
Look, he doesn't have high charm, okay? He has high int.
Yeah.
It is
Would
true.
You
It
still
is
love
true.
me? Dave, would you still love me if I was a worm?
Oh, God.
Well, I'd question how that happened in the first place.
I'd be
Answer the
fascinated to learn.
question.
I'd be fascinated to learn how it happened. If anything, I'd be more fascinated.
Oh. There goes.
Still love me
Anyway.
if I was a worm. No,
continue-
that's not Dr. Howe's area of expertise. That's Dr. Worm.
Dr. Worm.
Hello, I'm Dr. Worm.
Hello, it is I, the worm.
Coming this fall to ABC.
As you continue walking down these old streets, Dave sort of shuffles closer to you, a little bit startled.
What is wrong?
I guess I still get nervous when it just is so quiet out here. Jump at every little noise.
Immediately gonna take a scan of everything. Go full robot like turret mode.
Must protect Dave.
Go ahead and roll yourself a wits roll.
10.
As you slowly begin to scan around and look for signs of anybody or anything around the area, you turn your head left, you turn your head right, and then finally you turn your head up.
Oh.
And standing on one of the rooftops of one of the buildings
Oh no.
is a figure that
Connor!
quickly ducks down beneath your vision before you can really get a register.
No! Connor! No! I'm upset with you.
Have fun.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Probably nothing.
So, wait.
Probably just a
what?
wound.
A humanoid shape, right?
Humanoid shape. They appear to be wearing some sort of leathers with some jeans as well.
Does
You
that
didn't get
seem...
you didn't get a great look at their face.
Oh, that was a 10.
They were on top of a building and pretty far away. So even with that, that's pretty impressive to even get that much information.
Okay.
What? Do you see something?
Kara will no-sell having seen it. Like, physically, as if it wasn't a thing, but then still keep it in her peripheral. In a very hushed tone.
I think we are being watched.
His jaw sort of goes slack and he just looks at you.
Do not react. Simply walk forward.
He stands up stiff as a board and walks forward.
That is not normal, but all right.
We'll work on it.
We'll work on it.
That sounded pretty natural.
It did?
Kind of.
Being followed. What do we do now?
I do not know. Hopefully get to the barracks in time.
Okay. Okay.
Oh boy. Wait, so are they behind us? Lateral? Like, where?
Yeah, they were behind you. They were standing up on a building of a small business.
Did it seem like they moved fast?
Yes.
Fuck. We're pretty far away still, aren't we?
Yeah, you're, by your estimation, a couple hours away from the Jefferson Barracks by foot.
You
Okay.
You could pick up Dave and do a power android run with him.
Oh my god, wait, can I?
I mean, he does have to tick across the rooftops, so, I mean...
Just throw him on your back and do the Naruto run.
Oh my god, if only. I guess they'll just continue on their way. But if they're out of sight, try and be a little bit more stealthy, hopefully.
Okay. You begin to make your way further down. And you eventually make it to the edge of the Mississippi River. And you know your destination is downwards, so at your discretion you could follow the river downwards towards the south. But go ahead and give me a wits roll. I'll roll for
Okay.
the boy as well.
12.
Oh, shit. Where did those go?
Jumanji.
Have you heard of a game called Jumanji?
Monkey.
Okay.
Jumanji.
Both of you rolled major successes.
Oh, okay, goody, gumdrop.
You stick to the shadows and keep quiet as best you can as you make your way downwards. Southwards, I should say.
Okay.
Um,
And also,
You-
as
you
we're...
also...
Okay, sorry.
You also managed to evade the patrol of a couple of hungry, looking feral dogs.
Oh, okay, great. I
That's
like
sort of-
not being
yeah.
in their line of view. In addition to being stealthy, would also try and leave some marking that we are going away from down, if that makes sense. Like we would make fake offshoot.
Okay, you're trying to throw
Yes.
some people
Throw off
off
their
your trail.
pursuer.
Gotcha. That'd be another wits roll, I think.
Okay. Dave as well. Cynthia would ask for help.
Okay.
11.
Not as good, but
Okay,
it is a success.
we'll take it.
So you begin to sort of mark out buildings and put up false markings that, should your pursuer look into them, would lead them off towards, let's just say, the west,
Okay.
because the east is across a river.
Yep. Sounds right. Okay. We're getting there. Slowly.
Mm-hmm. And as you creep by, Dave in tow, sticking to the shadows, and something is watching you as you do so. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Yay!
Hooray! So close.
Ba-da-ba.
Party, we're
Alright,
almost
bathroom.
there. We're almost there.
It's almost time to be together again. And be like, just point a finger and scream at Cynthia. Who are you?
Oh my god.
All right, BRB.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta
Okay,
find
bye.
just gotta find a wide open field, get them out into the open. That'll show them.
Yeah, tell them about it.
Ooh,
Hi,
tell
chat. I'll hang out with you while everyone
too.
goes to pee.
I might
And then
grab
when enough people are back, then I will go to the bathroom as well.
an amazing plan.
Right.
Good game plan.
Thank you. How you doing out there, chat?
Yeah, everybody having a good weekend?
Oh my god, what is this emote?
What? Which one? Rabbit
Hey-
Charlie Brown?
Hey, Mr. Loom.
Hey, Mr. Loom. Is that what it says?
Yeah, that's the Charlie Brown one.
Yeah.
Very scary.
That's me.
Upsetting.
That's me looking at my rig right now.
I don't know about y'all, but I am ready for the season to get spookier.
Oh, I'm ready for
me
the season to
too.
get cooler.
That
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to. My
It
God.
it finally cooled out down here a bit, so like I don't like my air conditioning broke yesterday, but I didn't
Ooh.
freak out about it. I still got it
Hey.
fixed today, but
I'll be right back.
it was nice that it wasn't super goddamn hot out.
My mother broke out the Halloween decorations today.
I had the temptation to this morning. Like it's just in a Rubbermaid in my garage, so
Halloween is her favorite holiday.
you have a good mom.
The only close second is Christmas, of course, but
Right.
Rimbus.
Crimbo.
Mariah
only thing that
Carey
keeps
is
the
thawing
ring-
as we speak.
Ah.
Huh?
It's the oh my god. So you know in Final Fantasy 14 with when Dalamud was about to drop,
Oh yeah.
how it started playing that like distant version of Answers that sort of echoed across the background. Someone replaced that with All I Want for
Oh,
Christmas.
no.
It was so fucking funny.
Ah.
Ah,
no.
What a love for Christmas.
the elder primal Mariah Carey.
Oh my god. I would love to have a Christmas cover, like, support my life for the rest of my life.
Oh my god.
How phenomenal would that be?
Pretty good. It'd be pretty
Every
great.
Christmas you get a major payout.
Hell yes.
Hello,
I would love
chat.
royalties.
Yes. Any royalties, thank you.
Oh, I love royalties. Oh, I love giving payment for songs. Oh, I love it. Oh, yes.
That makes me think of Smiling Friends.
You'll find that my favorite channel on YouTube is Oni Plays, and all Smiling Friends is just a mitigated 4 hours of just Oni's plays. But
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. They are all good buds.
It's I love those voices. Since when I was a kid, I used to evoke those voices a lot myself in high school.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like Oni or?
Yeah, I used to go ahead and just like make voices like those. Like somebody's like, "Would you like some more AP? Or would you like some more college AP calculus?" And like,
Equations. I love variables. Oh, I love the graphing calculator.
It's so wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
how so? How so?
I'm like deciding if I want to say this. Rabbit, please remind me of this when we're not live and there are not a ton of
Oh.
people listening.
Oh, it's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Behind closed doors.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I love it.
you know what? That's fine. Zach, our Psychic Pebbles, he's like the creator of the show. We were
Yeah.
gym buddies.
What?
Yeah.
Shit, that's crazy.
I didn't know what anybody really did. We just all went to the gym. And so like hearing him do those, cuz we all make dumb voices when we're just hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So I heard all those, and then when Smiling Friends became a thing and I heard the show, I was like, oh.
Oh, that him.
Oh.
No, I used to just make silly sounds like that too, and just like I love that there was a show, but just the humor is just for silly sounds that like me and my other like math friends.
Hello,
used
thank
to
you for
make.
watching. Hello, thank you for watching. Hello, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I'll remember one time, like I was going graphing, and then my friend next to me was going graphing after looking at me, and then the teacher came in, and all 12 students were just doing graphing by hand, going graphing.
It's amazing. The only reason I was being shy about that was I was like, oh no, I don't want people to find out things about stuff. But then I was like, oh, that was a long time ago, and I don't even go to that gym anymore, so that's doesn't matter. So it's fine.
you don't want to accidentally.
Yeah, I don't want to accidentally open up people's
dox
personal
somebody.
lives online. So I was like, wait, that doesn't even matter anymore because that was so long ago and it's not a thing now. So yeah, that's why I was being cagey about it.
No, Keiji's a different person. He's
Yes,
somewhere else.
I love him.
He's
a great human.
The one time I talked to him, he's such a delight. We have such a same goblin energy about card games.
I have to go real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I wonder if
Goblins
I've accidentally
reminded.
doxed myself by running this game. Just people triangulate my position on the map based on how descriptive I am in certain regions.
You know what we need to do is if we ever go to the place, like there just has to be two super giants there named Ga and He.
Oh my god, the mythical duo. They're about to form the Wesley Willis connection and whoop your ass with a belt.
Look over there, Ga!
I see them!
I would go over there, but this is the last TV, and it works. I love the show that goes.
We get 4 channels!
Each one louder than the next. You will sit. Well, I don't think that's a good idea. Would you like a beverage?
Yes!
Jesus Christ.
It's just a dead fire gecko. Oh man.
Minmo is heading to your location? Damn.
So today in my rig's history, I said fuck it, went into the registry, and the folder that has the program that I can't access, I just got rid of that folder. Like I just drop kicked it. And when I restart my computer, what I'm banking on is that when Windows starts, it will go, oh, that folder, and I'm connected to the internet. Give me a second. And then it will just have that back end. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to do a rebuild and make the computer have the code to remember that it has Windows Virus Scanner. Do I know what the codes are? No, I looked them up. It is a lot. You wonder if you could place 100 super mutants in the room. Could they do? Could they fully do Shakespeare plays? That would be neat. The Game Shark codes? No, they're not the Game Shark code. Though you did unlock a core memory for me. No, they're just Windows MS DOS codes.
Hark! What light through yonder window breaks?
Oh no, super.
Tis Mott!
Shakespeare.
Romeo! Oh, Romeo! Reveal yourself!
I will find you!
Romeo! Oh, Romeo! Come out, meatbag!
There's just a super mutant master just in the chair going, personally, I enjoy pills.
Personally, I think Personally, I think Shakespeare was a Philistine!
Do you know
Ibsen is where it's at.
Do you know just reading mean YouTube comments makes it 9 times better and takes all the sting out of it if you just read it in a super mutant voice?
I had to try that with the latest Unexpectables episode.
Oh no!
Are people being grumpy?
It was a divisive episode, to say the least. We'll say.
Oh dear.
That's okay. They're driving up the algorithm. It's good for us.
Exactly. Building discourse. Number go up.
Number
Go up, Monty. Number go up.
Soon maybe they'll catch up to Gateway.
That's true. That's true. They're hot on our tails, though.
And now we're getting good numbers for the Baldur's Gate stuff too.
Yeah.
You are? Oh, dude, I'm so happy.
It's doing gangbusters. It's a lot of fun.
Fuck yeah. Good.
Is everyone back?
I think Caitlin still stepped away a bit.
What have I been doing for the show? I've just been writing stuff quietly. I've been writing interview questions, kind of in the same style of just like Conan O'Brien needs a friend. If we don't have a show, I will grab my tongs and I will pick somebody and I will plop them in a chair and I will espouse at them and I will interview them. I thought it would be really fun. Also, I have completely... Oh, you'll love this. I am a sixth of the way. I've started off a lot of guys for the thing I want to do. You know the thing.
Which thing? There's so many things.
I was gonna say, oh, you could do like a between the sheets thing for the Unexpectables, and then I remembered, Brian
no,
Foster
you're
is
gonna
not
love
a
the
good
name of the
person.
show when I interview people. I already have a
Yeah?
name for it. Yes.
What was that?
Between Two Greckles. But they're both bushes. Or topiary, cut to look like Greckles. No, I only got a for that. Should I know a different one? Should I pick a different one?
We'll workshop it.
Nice. Workshop it. Yeah, I started off a bunch of guys for the thing. You know, the little thing that takes place in a little place that you like to call you know, the thing.
Yes.
It's so far out. I'm not gonna talk about it now. I'm just gonna be vague and just drive chat feral.
Oh yes.
In the planning stages, what it sounds like.
Oh, it is. I got a general synopsis, and I've talked to a bunch of my friends about it, and just like went down. And I remember I talked to my mom about it, and she gave me a look that was like, it was a mix of, I'm so happy you finally found your own stride in life, but also I paid you through college. Like that was like the same mix. Like
I've had that look before.
Zen
I'm
just
glad.
said,
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
tonight on Between Two Flower Nips tubs. Just why?
I mean, I've done that on the Gateway thing. I'm just like, welcome to the Gateway interview show. Today I'm interviewing a traffic cone. What do you say, traffic cone? Good job.
By the way, Caitlin, if you're muted and have come back, we have not heard you.
We're waiting. No, okay. Cheers, squeak.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab a
Water. I should probably take this time to mention, chat, that this will in fact be the last episode of Gateway until November. Be a Kuaz.
Yes.
Rabbit is going to be out of town on the 30th.
I'm pushing my fingers together. Thank you, and I'm Sherry.
And though I am loath to deprive you of more Gateway, this does mean, however, that Baldur's Gate 3 will be meeting twice in a row. So we will, in fact, be playing 2 weeks in a row of Baldur's Gate.
I think I also apologized profusely when I was going to go ahead and help Tabby move, so...
Nah, I mean...
The fact that you guys are so cool about this just means a lot to me, so thank you very
I mean, like...
very much.
A part of me is like, oh, sure, yeah. But another part of me is like, why would I be angry at you with that?
No, maybe it's because I watched a lot of, like, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and just, like, Sesame Street. I just, like, I apologize a lot. I don't know where it comes from, to be fair with you.
It's just like it's fine. It just smacks to me a little of, hey, boss, can I have some time off? And I'm like, I'm your boss suddenly?
Did I go to that DM. Did I say, hey, boss?
I don't know. You do say boss sometimes. I don't think you did, though.
I do. I say boss or boss man.
Boss man.
And now you know why he has that name.
Da-da-da. You didn't, but still.
Wow, that does sound very official, what I wrote. I was nervous. You could tell in my writing.
If it's okay with you, could I request some time off? Yeah.
I may as well be like, yo, bro, I'm gonna hug a palm tree on the 30th, and you're like, cool, dude.
I mean, yeah, I would have accepted
Hug
that as
that
well.
tree.
Hug that tree, man.
I'm gonna take a picture of my new phone of me just making out of the tree. And
Trees,
just sending it to you.
Trees be getting abused here on Gateway.
I mean, they're all dead anyway. It's
That is true.
It's a nuclear wasteland. I'm surprised a botany garden exists.
Botanical.
How many vacation hours do you all get? You know what? I know where it comes from, actually, now that you said that, Fick. It comes from me working a bunch of corporate jobs. A lot of corpo jobs. That's why my writing... Oh, that's why when I wrote Connor, I wrote it kind of like I was talking to my supervisor if I could get a day off.
Hi, sorry.
Hello.
Back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Just had a little thing pop up real quick.
Oh no.
Have you... is the thing good? Are you okay?
I am fine.
Look at yourself. Do you have all your fingers, knees, and toes?
Yes, we just
Good.
had a misunderstanding with an Amazon person who went...
Diana?
What?
Wonder Woman.
Ross.
Hilarious.
No, like someone went to an area behind a house where they should not
Oh.
be and left gates open
Oh,
for dogs that could
yeah.
escape and
That's
could
not
be
good.
a whole thing. So
Oh.
everything's fine. All the dogs are fine.
That's good.
Good.
Yes, it was just a little harrowing for a minute when I was like, "The what?"
I see.
Everyone's
Glad-
okay.
glad
Fingers,
it's
toes,
okay. That's
and
good to
dogs
hear.
are a-okay. So
Good to hear.
yes.
Well,
Today is crazy. I got hit by a guy without a bike. And
You're okay, because I would... Well,
that
there's nothing I can do. I know how to fix people. I'm way too far from you.
yeah, no, Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, chat. I was walking around a corner. Chat's like, wait, what?
what?
I was walking around a corner that was like the sidewalk slopes down, but there's a really tall bush like right in it, and a dude on a bike was just tearing ass around this corner off of the sidewalk where he should not be on. And as I was rounding the corner, he was coming around the corner on his bike. And thankfully, the bike did not hit me because I was wearing shorts and that would have eaten my legs. But our shoulders, like, somehow caught each other and just it wrenched my upper body back because he was going full speed. So my shoulder and upper back are still experiencing some of the whiplash of that. But I am fine. He didn't fall off his bike. He didn't get scraped up. I didn't get scraped up. We're both fine. So everything's okay. Everyone's alive. Fingers, toes, knees and toes are all fine. No one's hurt. Everything's fine. It's just a wild day. That's all. I'm back. I'm alive.
Just another
We're
day
good.
in the life.
Oh God, for real.
Well, is everybody else back at this point?
Let me check.
I got cantaloupe. I'm here. I'm good.
I'm fine. Yo, cantaloupe?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds delicious.
Oh, me and my mom.
It's a little out of season, but it's still pretty good.
Oh, sounds so good.
My mom did the most magical thing when I checked up on her today. She was like, I was just about to make dinner, but I will make some more for you. And she put 4 hot dogs in an air fryer, and I was like, you can't air fry hot dogs. She goes, oh, you can, son.
You can air fry anything you damn well
Clearly,
wish.
you don't need an air fryer.
I would
Yeah,
eat
you
air
can
fried
fry
hot
anything.
dogs.
I tried them. They were so good. They were so good. Like, you should have seen it. I got my air fryer in Christmas, and I just stared at it for 2 months going, what are you? I don't trust you. You're strange and new.
That's my uncle right there. He's had the air fryer for a long time, and he's just like, I never use it because I don't know what to use it with.
Like, I was just really in a pinch, so I was just like, I'm just gonna throw some fries in there, and I set it for like 10 minutes, and I was like, these are the best fries, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I know. I picked it up like a child. I'm like, I know what you are.
Well, before we extol the virtues of air fryers too much,
Yes.
we should get back into it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
All right. So, we meet back up with the majority of the runaways. As you I actually don't know if this would be appropriate music. We'll find out. As you enter into the Jefferson barracks, you get a few looks from the people working inside. You see sort of a large, pretty neutral colored interior of this building. You see people of similar uniform wandering around, sorting through different documents, working on weapons and armor, doing repairs and maintenance and other things of that variety. And as Paladin Kimber leads you through this facility, he cranes his head back and looks at the rest of you.
Don't mind the stairs. It's not often that we get visitors around here.
When's the last time y'all had someone like us?
Well, there is one guy. Yeah, he's a pretty well-known trader around these parts, apparently. He gets around, and we do dealings with him.
Oh, y'all talk about Bo, probably.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, he's a nice feller. Actually, I think he's the one I got those electric parts from.
Yeah, we know he does.
Sorry, I'm just pleased as punch. I'm seeing T-51 moving around.
Yeah, it's my own personal set. Managed to scrape it together with some of the things that were left behind at this outpost.
Oh, you're good with tools too?
Well, I know how to maintain my armor, son, but I'm no scribe, I'm no mechanic either.
I was being asked about that. Are scribes like mechanics, or are they? Because when I think Brotherhood Steel, I think of people like you. Not people like the armor like Scribe Devin. No offense. And if I'm overstepping my bounds, I'm sorry.
No trouble at all. Scribes, there are three main types of scribes. There's the Order of the Sword, the Order of the Shield, and the Order of the Quill. The Order of the Sword is responsible for doing R&D. They work on guns, ammunition, anything that you can point at something else and make it disappear. They're the ones that you want to talk to. Order of the Shield is the opposite. They're responsible for their defensive research. They work on power armor defensive structures, that sort of thing. Order of the Quill, they keep track of all the information that was previously lost from before the war. They're your typical
Sounds like
pencil
the Quill has
pusher.
the hardest undertaking.
Huh. Sounds like something a member of the Order of the Quill would say.
Well, maybe.
I like you, kid. You're interesting.
Louise
Well, I
chuckles
like
under
you
her
too,
breath.
Mr. Kimber.
So,
Oh no, you shouldn't have told him that. Now he's never gonna leave you alone.
what about the rest of you? How did you manage to come around to our neck of the woods? Rescue old Devin.
It has been a long couple of months, I tell you what.
I'm trying to figure out how to kill a psychic.
He pauses in his motions and he turns to look over at you, Apex.
I continue walking at pace as if I just said the most normal thing in the world.
Now, what do you mean by that?
A creature that can attack your brain with its own brain.
I didn't believe it at first. I thought it was something from comic books and whatnot, but the more we looked into it, yeah, it definitely looks like something that's what was that word again?
Psychic.
Psychic, yeah.
Psychic.
It's one of the things that's what we wanted to bring up with your boss. Don't you worry.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of stands there for a moment and looks out into the middle distance. And then he'll quickly make it back to the front of your group with his long strides of his legs.
I see.
Apex never stopped moving.
Unless told otherwise, I'm going to the most important looking room.
Yeah, they lead you to what looks to be like a large war room. The walls are lined with what look to be like working computer servers, and they've got large sort of stations with terminals that scribes are working on, and you walk in and you see sort of a shorter man who's talking to probably a knight. It's someone who's armed and holding a weapon, but not necessarily in power armor. Discussing some plans with him, and then quickly dismisses him. He looks over his shoulder at the older paladin that is in front of your group, and then he looks at the rest of your group, and his eyes sort of narrow.
I make eye
Please.
contact and I don't break it.
He looks at you, sees your eyes sort of gleaming through your bony mask, and he lets out a low exhale. Please tell me you didn't bring me any strays. And you see...
Louise just laughs at that quietly, just like, that was not what I was expecting.
Oh, I forgot to upload this. Whoopsie!
We're gonna get new art.
You are going to get new art.
New art.
I'm working on it!
It's okay. You take your sweet little time. Upload it to the right file path.
It's all very exciting.
I'll describe him before you see him. You see sort of a shorter man, maybe less than 6 feet tall. He's wearing a coat that looks a little bit too big for him. It is sort of like a dark navy in color, and it looks like it has seen several battlefields. It is charred and burnt in places, and has all sorts of different marks of damage. You see as his face
Slowly comes into view.
Suddenly he takes off his mask and he's a werewolf!
You say, oh my god, that would be weird, wouldn't it? Haha. Anyway.
And here comes the giant fist.
Anyway,
Oh,
here's
wait, why are you
Bosco.
laughing?
You see-
Why are you laughing at that?
As the rest of you get a good look at him, you see this individual.
Oh my god, he's a baby!
You see, that is not an unapt comparison, as you turn to see him and he looks quite young, maybe early 20s. You see a shaggy blonde-haired individual with pretty thick eyebrows that are almost always craned in half scowl. His angry eyes are bright green, and he affixes you all with a scowl. And his too young face seems to hide more than a few good bits of experience.
All right. So what's this then?
I am the Apex. We are the Runaways. And you have a problem.
Yes, sir. And I'm Alvin Bronson of the St. Louis Machinist, also of the Runaway, sir.
Runaways.
Yeah, Louise.
Perhaps you've read about us.
Where's the robot?
Alright, you are well informed.
I have to be. If I'm gonna lead these people.
As far as I'm aware, on her way.
On her way, huh?
That's, not a problem, is it?
Well, that's up to you all. And that's up to the robot. I hear it's not necessarily stable. Is that information incorrect?
It's complicated.
I'm sure it is.
I guess you mean if she might just snap and attack y'all? Nah, she's fine. I mean, if you attack us, that might be
she wouldn't
different,
do
but
something
but let's face it, she looks at Alvin and Apex and back at Savage. Let's face it, we're all pretty protective of each other.
As
Yeah,
you are of your
that's
people.
Absolutely.
That's correct. So you'll understand why I'm a little terse at suddenly being informed why strangers are in my war room.
You seem to know us.
I know a lot of things. Like how you're working for the
Did y'all
Archers.
know about...
How did you come by that information?
I know a lot of things.
Well, that makes a few things make more sense. Look, it's not really working for anyone per se.
They asked us for a favor.
They speak for truth. That's the best way to throw that down. Our affiliation isn't of the Archers. If anything, our affiliation is our own, honestly.
As it stands, though, I believe part of their fight might be yours as well.
Okay. I'll bite. But just know that if I don't like what you say, I'm booting your asses out of here, and you're not coming back.
You won't like what I have to say, but I doubt you'll be kicking us out.
His eyes narrow, and he folds his arms over his chest.
We'll
How
spit
much-
it out.
How much do you know about the situation at Vault 40?
Vault 40. Well, I know that's where the Archers came from.
Anything about its current inhabitants?
No.
Super mutants. A lot of them. Many like this, I'd assume.
And I finally set the damn head down.
Were you carrying
There's a
that
whole
with you
hell
the
of a
entire time?
It killed your people. For some reason, I thought it would be symbolic. Look,
It's
Just
disgusting.
gives Apex a nod, be like, no, you got this, don't worry about it.
Toss it out a window.
Yeah.
I walked to the nearest window.
He nods for you to open it.
I open it and toss it out into the yard.
Some poor guard downstairs just be like, ah!
What?
It's raining heads. Hallelujah.
So,
walking back, what it means to say is there's a huge conflab of them super mutants down there at Vault 40.
and let me guess. The muties are gathering their forces and they're going to try and march in the Arch grounds.
unclear.
Oh, you wish.
I think there's more to it. The Archers seem to know that there's an item that they needed within the vault before they were driven out. A key.
What? A key. His eyes sort of widen slightly. So that's what they were talking about.
It's why they drove you away from the Arch.
I'm
You
not
see,
sure
you
what
see
it
his upper
does.
lip sort of peel away from his teeth when you mention that.
How long ago was that?
Years. maybe maybe 8 years at this point.
Hmm.
8 years that we'd had to sit here and suffer in squalor.
No reinforcement in sight, I take it.
We've been unable to contact the Greater Brotherhood of Steel for a long time. We think maybe their frequencies were switched.
It's not your comm system being broke, is it? I'm a mechanic. I might be able to help you.
He looks at you, Alvin, and sort of raises an eyebrow.
If that's
No,
too
what
forward
we've-
of me, I apologize.
No, what we've got here I don't think is a long enough range. We've got an old
Old?
military structure.
How so? That explains it then. Hey, Connor.
Yes.
8 years ago, that would probably be when I was still running around as a raider. Would when I ran up a White Razor jet, would I have known that like there are a lot of, not exactly how it happened, but there were a lot of Brotherhood of Steel, and then there, out of the blue one day, there just wasn't?
Yeah, you probably heard rumblings because the Brotherhood of Steel back in the day, they, from what you gather, did a lot of protection duty around the different settlements in the greater St. Louis area, and then they all just sort of vanished at the same time. For the longest time, the White Razors were just a relatively small group that were getting by. You weren't like the huge raider conglomerate that it is right now.
Right.
Yeah, White Razor sold out, man.
Man, used to be
That's
about
why
the
I'm
art, man.
angry! Can't wait to find Jet and be like, you used to be cool!
Poser.
Well, she'll hit me with advantage. Well, yeah, it checks out. He shakes off a thought thinking about the White Razors, and then there's just not being when it was just a handful. Just Jet, him, and Screaming Jeff.
Screaming. You know what? Never mind.
That one was for you.
God damn it.
The bugs just never left his
But-
skin.
You mentioned
Did you know
But you-
about what happened at the Magic House?
I was informed that you recovered one of my men. And for that, I have to thank you.
Did your man give you an insight at what the fuck happened there?
I was
This is
told.
You were. All right.
About
that
the-
saves us some time then.
Hold on, are we not the first people talking to him about this situation?
He was told he was told that Devin was back, and he was given a brief rundown of the situation, but he doesn't seem to, he seems to be ignorant of the finer details that you have.
Well, the giant
Right.
that erupted from the building had psychic powers. It could enforce its will on other super mutants and invade my mind as well.
Mine too.
We've all had a taste of it.
The elder sort of stares at you.
Elaborate.
You've no doubt heard what happened at the arena.
Yeah.
After we eliminated the head of the family, it seemed to trigger some device, some locking mechanism that kept a monster.
Apex takes a moment at that word.
To escape. It made my head burn like fire on its way out. And at the magic house it resurfaced.
He locks eyes with you for a moment. Despite his youthful appearance, this is the hardened gaze of a man who has seen quite a bit.
I return his look with the steely gaze of the Apex.
After a few tense, brief moments, you can see from beneath his shaggy blonde hair a trickle of sweat bead down his cheek. No, that's impossible.
Hey, you want a witness? Ask your scribe. He saw it.
Do you know this creature?
The master died in
could
California.
you say-
The master.
The master. He, from what I gather from other bits of information the Brotherhood of Steel have gathered over the years, there was something out in California near Arroyo. It was called the Master. And it was exactly what you're describing to me right now.
How did they stop it?
There are conflicting reports. Some say that some random vault dweller marched into the belly of the beast all on their own and single-handedly destroyed the master in a hail of gunfire. Other reports say single-handedly talked the master into blowing itself up. All we know is that Mariposa is gone now, and we don't have any further records about it. Much less so now that we're cut off from the greater Brotherhood of Steel.
That's all very vague. Was the master, quotation marks, always a super mutant then too, or was it something else? What are we talking about here? What did it look like?
That's all I know. Like I said, it was years ago, and we have conflicting reports about it. But...
And nobody knows where this thing came from. How it came to be.
Well, we have an inkling of what it was stored in, Apex.
All we know is that someone small came in with bandages on them. And then they were exposed to FEV.
And that psionic stuff.
They may have already had the psionics.
I'll look over to Savage. Is that possible? Is someone human like us having a power like that?
Not human.
It's far-fetched, but at this point...
No. Anything
Not
who would
human.
do something like that is not human.
Not
It's anything
necessarily.
but. It's
Well-
an abomination is what it is.
Labels
have, Louise?
aside. Alvin, aren't you forgetting somebody? Isn't what our friend Bach doing with his little horde not too dissimilar to what we are seeing?
Apex was clearing his throat very loudly while you were saying that.
Oh, I thought that was just you clearing.
Nope.
Did you want to do you want me to roll it back? I don't mind if Connor
No,
doesn't mind. I really thought that was just you legit real life clearing.
I'm fine however that plays out, honestly. I have no gun, I have no real dog in this fight, but Apex is like, I'm gonna hold off whatever information we can unless it's viable. Because information is power.
I'm gonna bet that if this guy knew about the Runaways, he's not unfamiliar with stories of a giant, massive horde of fucking ghouls congregating over at the airport.
But he doesn't know that.
Romeroing.
Apex, we'll do it like this. Apex, roll a charm roll.
Versus? Or is it just a charm roll?
Just a charm roll.
I failed. That's a 3.
Yeah, he locks eyes with you, and he seems to clearly notice that you're clearing your throat quite loudly.
I pull a mute fruit out of my bag and just start eating it.
I'm familiar with the mutant.
So finally clocks Apex, just like, hey, look, Apex, I ain't that comfortable about the amount of information we've shared already, but whatevs at this point. This man seems pretty connected. I ain't gonna disrespect that.
Will travel. Y'all, well, you yourself may not be as traveled, but your network certainly is. Do you happen to know anything about countering psionics? Any defenses?
This, if what you're telling me is true,
Mm.
and I'm not saying it isn't, but if it is, this is damn big news. There's only been one other being like it, and that's the Master.
Well, I'll look down at Apex. Did y'all tell him which way he's walking to, too?
He's looking to join up with the super mutant horde at Vault 40. Where no doubt he'll impose his will. And enact his dream.
It'll be Mariposa all over again.
Mariposa?
Military base out in California.
Yeah, the story he just told us about the Master, basically.
Oh. I heard Arroy. I didn't hear Mariposa.
What?
Oh, he said Arroyo.
Arroyo, that's what it was. I was small when I played that game.
Oh, right.
I
if
was
you
a
know
baby.
from... I mean, what exactly did happen at Mariposa besides what stories you've told us? Is there any other information?
People say that's where the super mutants were born, the very first ones. They mentioned that they were smarter than they are now. The big, stupid, violent ones that we know nowadays were a far cry from the ones back then. They could actually hold intelligent conversations with people.
Jeez.
Some of them seem to hold on to bits of their personalities from before they were turned.
Maybe so. But that doesn't change the fact that they're violent and dangerous.
Can be.
This
I
is
mean,
big,
depends on the
though.
ones you meet.
How do
Yeah,
we
I've never
arm
met a
up?
friendly super mutant.
Cracks a grin at that. Anyway, glances at Apex. I mean, we just wanted to let you know, because, like you said, that's a pretty massive shakeup, having a big guy like that running around and able to bring other super mutants to heal.
What sort of forces do you have to bear here?
His eyes sort of drift towards the floor when you mention that, and then he looks back up at you. If what you're saying is true, then the forces I have here are not going to cut it. We'd need to contact the Greater Brotherhood of Steel and send for reinforcements. But we haven't been able to do that because we haven't been able to move inland.
You've been cut off for how many years now?
Ever since the Battle of Molten Steel.
So
Have
It
you
was
sent
eight years.
Have you sent messengers on foot?
We have, but the other Brotherhood of Steel sects are across the country. They're not easy to get a hold of.
Oh,
And we've been cut
nice.
off. We think by the archers. They planned this. Our military
yeah,
antenna's
so.
been out. The only other one that's comparable in size is the one in Westport. But for obvious reasons, we can't have access to that one.
Right.
What if you could?
His eyes light up at that, and he locks eyes with you once more. If we could contact the Brotherhood of Steel. Send for reinforcements. Then we could take back the Arch.
Are y'all the only order here for miles? I don't know how it works.
He said they were states away.
Yeah.
States away, so that's the farthest one. Okay.
You can see on Apex's face, there's like a bit of a plan kind of starting to brew in his eyes. You get that very familiar look on his face where his eyes are just kind of darting back and forth, like up and down on his face as he's like thinking through pathways and options.
I'll slap you on the shoulder. It's on your mind, bud. You getting quiet?
I was wondering if maybe we could stay here for the evening and wait for our companion. There's more to discuss, and she may know more as well.
How would the robot know any more than you?
Where she went off to. I believe she may have gathered some information, possibly.
It wouldn't hurt to have another possible vein.
And she's had more contact with intelligent super mutants than I have.
Very well.
Thank y'all.
I
Truly.
suppose it's only natural that you'd be grandfathered into the Brotherhood of Steel anyway.
I narrow my eyes.
He holds your gaze.
Louise just shakes her head. Oh, you know about that too, don't you?
Big net.
Paladin Dread is my subordinate, after all.
I suppose he is.
He spoke highly of you. That's why I'm willing to believe what you say. Even though I don't want to.
I nod.
It's been a long road. Is there a place we could set up?
Kimber! Find them a room in the barracks. And the older, grizzled paladin has been standing in the room the entire time for this. Make a wits roll. Anybody?
Sweet knee.
All of us or
All of us?
one person?
Right.
15.
Anybody who wants to.
That's double 6.
Jesus
plus, I think
Christ.
I think I got it.
That's 12 for me.
Also yes.
Oh.
But I'm extra on edge. I am
Alvin,
the
there's
edgiest.
technology here.
Yeah, no,
It
like,
beeps
I'm
and
trying
boops
to
and it's
call it
shiny and it
7,
looks
but-
real cool.
But my God, that is a working computer unit. Film and all.
He's just making
Louise-
anime eyes at that fucking power armor.
Louise and Apex, you look over at Paladin Kimber and you see quite clearly a very haunted expression on his face. You see beads of sweat that are sort of matting his hair to his brow.
I make note of that. Is he leading us out?
Yeah, he looks to the elder and he says, "As you wish, my elder."
Before I leave the doorway, I just kind of like look over my shoulder.
My uncle. How did he die?
He was one of the first ones killed at the Battle of Molten Steel.
I nod, and then I follow everyone out.
You hear another hefty, shaky exhale from the man before he turns around and begins to get back to business, and the paladin leads you out further, back into the sort of open air area of the court.
I take it you know something of these psychic super mutants.
Son, when you're as old as I am, you tend to learn a lot. I've got friends who are stationed in the more California-centric sects of the Brotherhood of Steel. Old friends, some of them who aren't around anymore, and the stories they've told me match up one for one with what you're telling me now. And that scares the shit out of me.
Do your friends know anything about how to deal with them?
Defense, anything to defend against the psionic stuff, anything that could damage more.
If we're just talking about the super mutants, laser rifles and Gatling lasers will work on any mutant. But we didn't deal with the master.
Yeah. I'm less than concerned about the normal ones.
I say, looking at the head that's out on the ground right now. I guess
just a blackish green splatter.
Oh.
He speaks
Brotherhood
the
of
truth, sir.
The Brotherhood of Steel didn't deal with the Master, much to my chagrin that it is to admit that.
So that rumor might have some.
It was some vault dweller, according to the stories. Them and a group of scrappy youths that infiltrated Mariposa and stuck it to the mutants.
I look at Louise, Alvin, down at myself.
Yeah, I guess not unlike yourselves.
Any indication why this vault dweller would have been able to do the job that you guys couldn't? No offense.
Yeah, no offense at all. But any clues would be helpful.
I've only heard stories. And like the elders said, there were conflicting reports as to how it all went down. Excuse me.
Well, we're all shacking up. I have time to listen. And I like stories and I like research and stuff.
If it's all right, I'd like a moment to speak with the lot of you alone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
of
what, you
course,
mean
yeah.
us, Apex?
Nods as we get to the barracks.
Oh, well, obviously.
Don't let any of the knights or scribes or anybody give you any guff. You're here under Elder Savage's... under Elder Savage's good graces, so... Yes, his authority. Sorry.
Well, I did just take down a super mutant in 3 bullets, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now.
And we also just kind of have the mother of all revelations on our hand right now.
It's a lot to unpack.
Maybe we should be the ones asking you for help.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You weren't supposed to agree with me.
He sort of looks a bit embarrassed.
I mean, all right. If it's all fair for y'all.
When our companion arrives, will you let them know where we are?
Well,
Or send someone to us and we can maybe go greet her.
you keep mentioning your companion and calling it a her and everything. Is it like a Saltron with especially prevalent programming or something? You talk about it like it's a person.
She is a person. Through and through. And any of you guys would be lucky to know her. Even luckier if she calls you friend.
She stitched us up and saved our lives more times than I could care to count.
I believe you. But that's dangerous talk.
How so?
See, the Brotherhood of Steel was founded on making sure that the technology of yesteryear can't be expounded upon or gathered back up so that we can avoid another apocalypse. And a robot with human-level intelligence and sentience, from what you describe, is unheard of. And it's scary. And I believe you. I believe your companions with this robot and whatever else you may think, that's fine. You've got a reputation about you. But some of the younger guys, the new recruits, well, they'll probably be a bit more wary. And the elder, he sticks to our traditions quite thoroughly.
Well, look, as long as no one's aiming to gun her down when she walks in, I suppose that's all we can ask for.
That's
they all-
probably why you should go out and meet her.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Fair's fair.
I bet they all listen to Joe Rogan holotapes.
Lenny, no. But yeah.
Paladin, roll the clip with the monkey.
Yeah, rad monkeys will just eat rad chips all the time.
Louise looks up at the sky and sort of thinks, it's just a shame, you know? Doesn't seem fair.
Life ain't fair, Missy.
Nah. That ain't. Just
If it
doesn't
were,
seem
a lot of
fair
my
either
friends would be alive.
If life were fair to our friend, she might not even be here right now. Gives him a pointed look.
He
She
raises
didn't
an
ask to be
eyebrow
this
at it.
way. She didn't ask to be the way she is. And I think if you asked her before it happened to her if she wanted it that way, she might have said no. But, well, it's not exactly my story to tell. Just seems, like I said, unfair to blame it all on her. Or hold it against her, I guess.
Well, I sat down this bed enough. I'll stand up. I'll go out to go ahead and greet her at the door. Paladin Kimber, if you want to go ahead and tell me some of them stories or whatnot,
Well,
I'll be more than happy to lend you dinner.
again, Apex wanted to talk to everybody, so he'll go with you.
Wait, or we could maybe we do that first and then go me. I don't know.
How about
the way.
I go talk to the elder about the logistics of what you've just told me, and then you can come and get me. I'll leave you to it.
Mid-stand, hears his words, sits back down on this bed.
And the paladin stomps away.
Oh, well, that was weird. Meet her at the door. Don't meet her at the door. Meet her at the door. Don't meet her at the door. Man,
Brotherhood's
they wanna go ahead
complicated,
and-
if nothing else.
Now
They
you
wanna go
understand. Now you understand my apprehensions.
Sorry, Alvin. What were you saying?
No, I really like this place, kinda. I never thought I'd ever be in a place like this. With all this power armor and all this nice machinery. This is the kind of stuff I looked and dreamt about when I was a kid. Gathering technology and whatnot. Making sure it can't be used by the wrong Mother Hubbards who want to go ahead and do all kinds of nasty with it. That sounds nice, but
But who are they to decide who's wrong?
and who are they to treat Cynthia like that?
Yeah, not exactly the best environment for you, Earthshine. You liked people too much.
They keep whatever they believe to be power in a box. That's what destroyed the last world.
But couldn't people use the stuff in that box?
They could,
Probably.
which is why everybody wanted their own box.
I don't doubt that there are some very, very stupid people out there who should not have access to that box, but
Oh yeah, most entirely.
again,
And
who's
thanks
to
about
say?
the thing about I like talking to people. I didn't used to. I think that was Bosman rubbing off on me.
Looks over at Apex. Apex, are you sure it was a good idea to tell them about the vault we're going to and why?
I think it's important they know the fight that's coming.
Well, to be fair, I suppose they could have found that out themselves eventually. They sure seem to got some good information circuits running around.
I also think it's important for them to know that they have common ground with their enemies. It's the first step to cooperation.
I don't know if I can see them cooperating with the archers. It's gonna take something with more power than a fucking psychic super mutant, I'll tell you what.
You asked me a year or so ago if it was possible, and I'd say hell no.
As of right now, their upper echelons have abandoned them. They're alone here. They're fighting a losing battle.
And I feel for him.
Is that what you wanted to talk to us about, Apex?
I think back to every soldier that we crossed on the field. How tired did they fucking look?
Just judging off of the 2 guards that met you at the door, and you saw how exhausted and far off that the one named Sophie got whenever she heard of another death. And the knights and scribes inside seemed to be hard at work. An air of almost desperation clung in the air.
There's very little morale left in this camp. The Elder knows it. The way I see it, there are 2 options. We can leverage their desperation to help liberate Westport and get them their radio tower. But that could bring in more of the Brotherhood of Steel.
His eyes did light up. His eyes did light up like an Assaultron's LEDs when he went ahead and threw that out there.
Alternately, we can leverage the low morality within the camp to attempt to broker peace between the archers and the Brotherhood and unite them against their common enemy.
Now, considering where we are, I ain't gonna say anything. I ain't gonna say the names or whatnot to protect, our hides, but I understand it was 8 years ago, but there's probably I don't know if there's any wood left in that bridge, Apex. I've seen similar
It would need
mine.
It would need to be reconstructed on both sides, no doubt. There would need to be assurances, but it's clear that the Brotherhood of Steel is in a losing position here.
How do we even start that conversation?
That's why I think we need Cynthia. She's better at words than I am, than any of us are. She has the better words.
And I know I'll just try to pull on whoever just seems like the one that pulls at my empathy more.
Westport is easier, I'll give you that. But man, I don't know how I feel about bringing in more. There's whatever balance is holding this area together is fucking frayed edge as it is. I don't know how many more shakeups it can take.
It just seems that everything lately is just one level on a rickety support beam, one after the other, and it's forming this big rickety building, and that big Mother Hubbard's just set to go ahead and topple it all over. We need to reinforce it somehow, but how, I'm not really sure. I was really thinking that this would be the way. I vibed with a lot of it a lot until they brought up Cynthia like that.
Actually, Apex.
No offense, Apex. I know your brother and your uncle's here and all,
I looked to Louise.
No, that's the thing, Alvin. That's what I'm starting to think about.
Mm.
Maybe.
What's that, Starshine?
Maybe Apex's brother is an angle we haven't considered in this.
Apex nods.
A finger
I don't
on-
know how. Sorry, go ahead.
A finger above my eye. I'll just look down at Apex while staring ahead. What y'all mean?
I don't know how highly this Elder Savage holds Apex's brother, but maybe instead of going to Savage first with all this, maybe we try Apex's brother first as a sounding board, or at very least get a gauge on how we think it might make Savage act, or react anyway.
Elder Savage did say that the reason he was talking to us was because he respected Apex's brother so much. What do you think about that, Apex?
It depends on how tight of a leash my brother is being held. And how much of it is true loyalty.
True loyalty?
I mean, between all the... Sorry, go ahead.
No, when you just said true loyalty, Alvin will just give you a quizzical look. True loyalty.
Yes. Whether my brother is a trained dog.
Oh. I get what you
Loyal to a master.
mean.
My point of view, Apex, between all the Brotherhood people I've met so far, I think I would trust your brother the most. At the very least, to raise these discussions.
You can see Apex, like, there's a glassy look in his eyes as he's remembering very not, actual physical violence, but very, violent arguments between Apex's uncle and his parents about the Brotherhood's policies.
Maybe.
I mean, the fact he went home to see your family seems like a good sign that maybe he's not as immovable in his stances as the rest of these guys are.
Then maybe we can meet him there.
Mm. Well,
Yeah.
just gotta wait for
decided.
Cynthia, I guess, right?
I'd go on that road. I'm all about holding off this tech. I'm all about gathering up technology and fixing stuff and whatnot now, but yeah, keeping it in a box. What if we just learn to do better with it? That's at least worth being on the table, right?
I suppose it is.
That's dangerous thinking, Earthshine. You're gonna end up leading your own group of revolutionaries or something into a newer world order at this rate.
Oh, come on.
She says it with a smile.
Oh, come on. I'm just one Alvin Bronson.
New world order.
For life.
Doesn't take. Maybe that's what we need is one Alvin Bronson.
Enclave has entered the chat. Hello, do you have ideas? Yes.
Paperclip. It sounds like you want to start a revolution. Do you need some assistance?
No. Maybe? No. Tentative.
Anyway.
We stand and we sit and wait for Cynthia, or go outside and wait for Cynthia.
As you
I'm
wait
mulling
for your
over.
companion to arrive, Cynthia,
Getting nervous the closer I get.
and closer you do get, as you follow along
Uh-huh.
the Mississippi River,
Mm-hmm.
going south towards your destination.
Yeah. everything's looking all ship-shape, right? Just scavenging
ahead.
caps along the way. Right?
You don't see your doom.
You're looking for a wits roll, I bet.
I am looking for a wits roll.
Well, you're gonna get one.
I was waiting for that. No, we're beyond that.
Oh, it's a 13. Thank you.
13.
Yeah. Connor, you're pausing. You can't pause.
You're slowly following the river, the gentle crash of the wave against the shores. You're passing by these old, dilapidated buildings. And further and further down the road you get, the more open the area you're traveling is. There's very few buildings. There's a large open fields.
That's good if you want to lure somebody out.
Yeah, but not if we don't want to be seen. Constantly checking the horizon. Do we see anybody? Do we hear anything?
As a matter of fact, you do. You hear what sounds like heavy footsteps
Okay.
as you pass by one of the buildings. The footsteps are from behind you.
Okay. Are they running? Are they walking?
It sounds like walking. Very, very deliberate as well with your 13. Very deliberately trying to hide the noises they're making.
Oh boy. How heavy are the footsteps? What do they sound like? Like weight-wise, how are they carrying themselves?
It seems like they're carrying themselves like they're... How would I describe this?
Yeah, how would you
They're
describe it?
very clearly trying to remain hidden,
Okay.
but also very clearly trying to keep up with you. It was faint at first, but now that you're tuned into it, you can quite easily pick up on the subtle rhythm of it.
Does it sound like
It's
might be mechanical level of thorough footsteps, or does it sound like it might be more humanoid? Or does that, does it sound like it's the courser, or does it sound like just a person following us?
It doesn't sound like just a person following you.
Oh! Fuck!
There's definitely some sort of a mechanical timbre to it.
Oh, God. Kara's gonna hold Dave's hand. And interlace her fingers in his. And kind of give it a squeeze.
Kara? What's wrong?
I'm very glad that I have gotten to spend time with you, Dave.
Yeah. I'm glad that I got to spend time with you again, too.
I look forward to seeing all of our friends again.
Yeah. Hope, hope there'll be, friendly company among them as well.
As she's turning to look at him, she will try and throw her vision as far to the side as possible to see if she can catch a glimpse of them.
You see nothing.
Oh, fuck! But I still hear it.
You still hear it.
How far away does it sound?
I'd say a couple car lengths behind you. Like maybe 2 car lengths behind you.
Oh shit, that's close.
Dave,
Yeah?
I do love you. You know that, right?
Yeah. I love you too. He's starting to look a little nervous. Kara?
During their time at the Institute, would Dave have known Morse code at all? I only asked because as like wartime Cynthia would have known something like that. I don't know if it would have been something that had been established at any point in time as like a method of communication between the two of them when they were on the railway.
Does Dave know Morse code? That is the 3rd snake eyes I've rolled tonight.
Are you kidding me, Connor?
He's not even the useful kind of nerd.
Look,
Blame the go dice.
Dave's trying, okay?
Curse you, die hard dice!
Those aren't die hard
just
dice.
Dave.
That's why they suck.
And to get your dice not to suck. Oh wait, the segue's later. All right,
We'll get to that. We'll get to the plug. We'll get to it.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Kara will continue walking at a steady pace to see if it's trying to close in. Dave is probably sweating fucking bullets right now. Poor baby. Does it seem like it's trying to close the gap?
It does seem like it is slowly getting closer.
Fuck. I have to look at something really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. God damn it. It's not. Oh, okay. Oh, upset. Upsetty spaghetti. Kara is going to give Dave's hand a couple squeezes. She'll give him a short look. And then she's gonna fucking book it.
You sprint
Dragging
down the
him
road
along.
with Dave, who stumbles and then slowly manages to correct himself and sprint alongside you. It's at this point the footsteps are no longer subtle behind you as you hear
Oh, fuck!
slowly behind you. And eventually, go ahead and roll wits for me.
Oh God, no! 6!
Dave also rolled a 6.
God!
For fuck's
What?
sake.
I twisted my ankle!
Throw
As you
these dice
feel-
into the garbage.
As you feel,
Dave!
as both of you are yanked off your feet mid-sprint, the force sort of pushing you both forward and causing Dave no small amount of discomfort as you are hoisted in the air by two metal hands. And you hear an electric whir begin to wind down as, uncloaking, a familiar form reveals himself to you as you see the face of the skull of a death claw.
Oh,
Wait,
It's my brother.
is it really?
oh.
Is he the only one with that mask?
And he
I mean,
I guess we'll
and
see.
he pulls both you and Dave close to his face mask and he says,
Where's my brother?
and that's where we're going to end the session for this week.
Oh my God! Oh!
I guessed it was something similar partway through that.
You have no
Got baited.
idea.
Got baited.
Emotional damage.
Got baited.
How dare you? I'm fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Look, the
Fare thee
dread.
well,
Look,
Austin.
look. The Dread family does nothing if not be super extra. So
Oh God.
They only know one way.
extra. It's all or nothing.
Well, with that,
Now we have to wait a whole month.
we do have to wait a whole month.
Oh well.
Yeah.
In the
I'm not
meanwhile,
happy about it either.
Gobtober will happen there.
Yeah, that's right.
Gobtober!
That's right. Gobtober's coming back, but
I've been working on my Ritzel Vixel Pricks.
We'll expound more on that next week during the Unexpectables.
Oh God.
And this isn't a spoiler or anything. I said last year that Gobtober would be coming back for a third. And boy howdy are we.
I love how I panicked and I was like, yeah, when goblins attack us.
Oh no. You're fine. You're fine.
Panic. I worry.
No, I think most people have known that this was coming for a while, but
I've been
Yes.
talking about it for months.
Oh boy. Yeah, well, yeah.
Gobtober.
I mean, just as an assumption. I know
Gobtober
nothing
is
about the behind the scenes things, mind you.
it's gonna be a fun one this year. I will say that much.
Oh, boy.
It's gonna be. I have a lot of personal investment in this story that we're
I
gonna
hope
be telling
it's
this
about
year.
cheese.
I went back and I re-listened to the first two a couple months ago,
Yeah.
Oh.
just to familiarize myself with everything.
Yes.
I can't believe it's going to be Wesley Joyride, but painted green.
Oh my god. Once upon a time, I was a goblin and I was green. Dude. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
What?
Goblin from
No.
It was
Goblin
October.
from the sky.
We went through the forest. Witzel Vixel Plix got bit by a werewolf. It was crazy.
It was actually a wizard.
It was actually a wizard.
Werewolf bit my ass. Werewolf bit my ass. Werewolf bit my ass.
Witzel Vixel Plix was taking no shit. He whooped that wizard's ass with a belt.
Rock on, brother.
And I think
brother.
and I think Tonk killed Bucket. I think that was his name.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Crossing the streams.
Aw. I'm so sad Tonk doesn't have that thing anymore. I loved that.
Wave.
The deep
Yeah.
lore.
Well, with that, we'll see you this time next week for some more Baldur's Gate as Grunch and Bunch
You said
descend. I did.
You did.
And gay, but also followed by a t.
Hilarious.
Indeed.
Yay.
I too like it when noises are noises.
Me too. That's why I make the sounds with my mouth.
Mm-hmm. But yes, let's go around the horn and de-introduce ourselves, starting with Caitlin. Where can they find you? And what are you up to?
Hi, hey, hello. My name is Caitlin Elizabeth. You can find me all over the internet at Boobs McBalrog. Here on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Boobs McBalrog with zeros instead of O's. I am slowly becoming a talk-to-text voice. It's the only way I can save myself from AI, is by being the AI instead. I don't know.
Become the machine.
Yeah,
Climb into the machine.
I will become the machine. There
you go. Life Day.
TikTok,
Renew.
The TikTok voice. I do have some streams I would like to get to. I feel like if things happen how it looks like they're gonna happen, I'm definitely gonna have time for it in October. Yeah. But in the meantime, I'll probably be doing more Graveyard Keeper and Street Fighter 6 so I can keep practicing, and that'll happen at random over on my channel. That's it for me.
Right on. Up next, we've got Lanny Pator. Where can they find you? What are you up to?
All over the internet at Lanny Pator, except on Instagram where it's Lan1gram. Not sure who owns Lanny Pator. Might be me. Might have forgotten the password. Who knows? But yeah, I've been playing a bunch of Baldur's Gate 3. Starting to get in the mood for some spooky stuff. So I actually re-downloaded Dead by Daylight today. Definitely gonna try to hook up some games of that this October. Play some more spooky games and whatnot. It's a fun time. But tomorrow, Baldur's Gate. Monday, Baldur's Gate. Next Monday, or the Monday after that, probably The Ties That Bind.
Heck yeah.
Fun times. They solved a murder mystery. Nobody was happy. Nobody was really happy with the result, but damn it, sometimes murders are bastards.
Sometimes murders suck.
Yeah, you know.
In fact, most of the time, murders suck.
Wow.
I'm gonna be brave right now and say murder. It's a bad thing.
Oh my god, that's so brave of you. Wow.
Thank you.
Oh god, how the fuck could you say that?
Unless
I know, live on the internet. Other than that, keep your eyes out for DBZ-related content over the next few days on YouTube Shorts and YouTube and TikTok and all that fun jazz, because the boo bits. Good times. Also, the Yu Yu Hakusho Bridge commentaries. Check those out. If I get 20,000 views on each of those episodes, might do some Dark Tournament stuff. That's that.
Right on. Up next, we got Rabbit. Where can they find you? And what are you up to?
Hey, what's going on? My name's Rabbit. I stream on twitch.tv/Hey Mr. Rabbit. You can also find my YouTube over at Hey Mr. Rabbit. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I play horror games on Thursday with Sarah. Say hello, Sarah.
Hi.
There you go. I was really hoping for it. That was a long silence. Scared me half to death. All right. And I also go ahead and stream RPGs and retro games. I love streaming games people haven't heard of or haven't played in a long time, like New World. And I got a bunch of other new games in the mix, too. Every day I sleep is another day that Payday 3 comes closer. So look forward to that eventually.
Oh, I just got a stream key for that one.
You did, dude. Yeah. Awesome. We're gonna rub banks together. That's our job now.
I'm down for that.
I've
down
decided.
For that. Hit me up.
Hell, dude. Yes. Hell yeah, I will. So come on down to twitch.tv/HeyMrRabbit, and I'll be more than happy to regale you with my dum-dum stories. Also, I'm doing auditions for voice acting. Nothing yet, but we try. That's how we do it. And I think I get a little better every day. I think my Alvin gets better because of my auditions. A little bit every day.
Hell yeah.
So, twitch.tv/HeyMrRabbit. Oh, that's me.
Right on. Sarah, where can they find you? And what are you up to?
I'm on Twitter and YouTube at Sarah with an H and with an E, Willia. I mean, I've already shelled, so, you know, back to next week with Rabbit, and then we'll do some more Baldur's Gate on Saturday, yeah.
Rabbit, Sarah,
Probably gonna chase after that vampire guy. I'm just intrigued.
Yeah.
He's posh and prissy, and I adore it.
We'll definitely find out more about that next week. Well, I suppose with that, they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, and Blue Sky at Distortion Devil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Playing through Yakuza Like a Dragon currently, and I'm also playing through Deus Ex Human Revolution. Also, this Friday we played a game called Void Crew, which is basically first-person FTL, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh, hell yeah. Fart yeah, my dude.
Fart yeah, indeed. It's a lot of damn fun. Probably going to be playing a lot more of that game, but yes. Other than that, I recently released the Geomancer Spellbook on the DM's Guild. If you like my homebrew content and want to see more of it, then please leave a rating and a review.
Oh, I do.
It really helps with my visibility, and it's very cool. And also look out for the Fulgurmancer's Spellbook sometime probably before the end of this month. Yes.
Buenos. It should be a shocking reveal.
This episode was brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice.
Really?
Die Hard Dice!
That's right.
Oh, so funny! You segue into the sponsor.
And instead of these Go Dice that did not roll very well tonight, you can go ahead and grab some Die Hard Dice. You can grab some Die Hard Dice. Available in all sorts of shapes, colors, and flavors. And if you head on over to dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10% on your order. You can also purchase the Lies Aspect Dice, the official collaboration between the Unexpectables and Die Hard Dice. As well, check out our merch store, or spring store. Got all sorts of designs that you can purchase as all sorts of things, be it stickers, mugs, water bottles, shirts, all that stuff and more at our spring store. Link for that will be in the description of this video and on our link tree, as well as in the chat right now.
Look of the savings.
Right. We also couldn't do this week in, week out without bits and subs from viewers like you. Viewers such as Mr. Insecure. Thank you for the 42 months. It's a good thing the Brotherhood of Steel are known for being kind and tolerant and accepting of all things strange and unfamiliar.
There's a reason I tied them into my backstory, and it's so I could be completely distrusting of them. I've never liked them in any of the Fallout games. I'm always like, fascist fucks.
Funny steel guys. They're big suits.
Big steel folk.
Mr. Snacks, thank you for the 27 months. Zenlita, thank you for the 41 months. Tonight on Between the Flower Nips, Tubbs. Just why?
Tubbs, would you say that your life is paid?
Oh. Faceless 42, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh boy, that latest Unexpectables episode was divisive, and I'm all for it. Faye Trouble, thank you for the raid with a party of 10. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope you had a fantastic stream. Faceless 42, thank you for the 5 bits. Oh goodness, it's the Apex's brother.
By God, he's got a steel suit.
By God,
Yeah,
he's cashing in his money in the bank briefcase.
I did not like it. It was very upsetting.
This match is now a triple threat between the Apex, the Super Mutant Mastermind,
and the Undertaker.
It's gonna be a real slobberknocker. It's gonna be a real slobberknocker there screaming. Jeff, what do you think about that? I agree too. Let's see how it plays out for him here in Motor Park Speedway.
Magic Ninjago, thank you for the 100 bits. Screech God, when there are the things are Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. Stellar Coyote, spooky season. Prepare to hear more spiels about Dead House Sonata, the action RPG where you place the dead to fight the living. Hoo boy.
Hoo boy.
And 50 bits from Magic Ninjago. Also, without Midnight, Rabbit would probably somehow end up wandering into Gehenna, the vampire apocalypse.
If you, just when I think the social link couldn't grow deeper between us, but no, between, like, if we were in a like, if all of us were like characters in an RPG, right? My character would be the one that doesn't have a minimap. Like, I have no sense of direction. Like,
I feel it. I feel it. Well, with that, thank you for stopping by. We'll see you in November for more Gateway.
More Gateway.
That's right. We'll see the exciting continuation of the story of the Runaways.
Oh yeah,
until then, prepare for spooky season.
Oh yeah, before we leave, Zen gave me a great joke to tell you.
What's that?
You know how Lanny made a bold stand, and we're all just like, Lanny, no. Zen said cancel on Blue Sky, which made me go, hey Connor, if he's canceled on Blue Sky, do you know where you have to throw Lanny?
Where would you have to throw me?
In the black hole.
The black hole.
The black hole.
Black hole.
I am the gatekeeper.
The gatekeeper.
You go into the black hole.
I wonder what Spoonie's up to these days.
I miss him.
I do too.
It was a wild era. It was the wild era of the internet.
Who boy
Maybe
it was.
he'll come back as like Spork.
Maybe.
You know, because it's like a spoon. But like,
or maybe he'll run for president. Either way. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching Gateway. We're going to go raid Monty, and the raid message is going to be 100 years Gateway. And I'm going to raid right now because we have 69 viewers. Take care, everybody.
100 years Gateway.
Let's go! Bye,